The moonlight shines on the New York skyline. Midtown is lit up, the city is mine. As I drive across Queensbridge, I see it clearly from my POV. This is fact, not theory. Yeah, that rapper got money, but that rapper can't walk through this concrete jungle cause he doing it wrong. New York belongs to Don P. You can have the rest of the world, I'm good with these streets. Skyscrapers and housing buildings. I know about London, but I prefer Brooklyn. I know about Marseille, but I prefer Queens. And while you hire cops, I prefer my team. You got a powerful army, it's no need for a gun. You want hardcore rap, you fucking with the right one. This is maximum strength, there's no need for drugs. You want reality rap, homie.
It came out April 19th, and you know, I'll give you some of the reasons why I wrote this book right here. Is one of the main reasons why I wrote the book is because, you know, there's a lot of misconceptions and rumors go around with Mobb Deep, and you know, a lot of false information.
Yep.
So I just wanted to get the real story out there so that people know what time it is, and you know, learn a little about my background and how I came up and the generations that came before me and my family, so you can see, like, you know, what made me the person that I am today. And also, you know, you can see how the struggles that I went through with my sickle cell anemia, and how I learned how to live with that, and also, you know, the whole Mobb Deep story, so you can see how that started and like the background to it, behind the scenes things that people might not know about the music industry, and how things really go behind the scenes and why certain things happen the way they happen. Because a lot of times, you know, people be like, yo, why did Mobb Deep do this? Or why did, you know, Prodigy do that? So now you get to see why, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was just real important to get that story out there to eliminate a lot of that confusion, you know what I mean? So basically, that's what that's about. That's why I wrote this book, you know. I came up with the idea to write the book like around 1999 when we were working on the Murder Music movie. And, you know, the movie just gave me the idea, like, yo, we need a book too, you know? Because I always want Mobb Deep, like, to be everywhere people turn. They see us. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna start thinking of some ideas of how I can, you know, put a book together. So around 2004, I decided to create a book about my life and just, you know, add Mobb Deep as a part of it, you know. And so that's when I started writing it, in 2004. And, you know, we made the G-Unit deal, we went on tour, so that slowed down a lot of that writing process. But then when we got back, like around, you know, 06, 07, I started writing again, and I started, you know, really getting into it. And I found a nice book agent, and, you know, things were going good. And then I got locked up. So while I was locked up, I actually finished the book, you know, and really thought about how I wanted it to be sequenced, and how, and how I wanted to talk about certain things, you know, that most people probably won't want to talk about, and just let it be known, you know what I mean? So that's what I did, and I finished it up while I was locked up, and basically that's what happened, you know what I mean? And it came out, and I got out. That's what that's about right there, and you know, it is what it is. It's a lot of good things that people could take away from this book. As far as when you read it, I think that you know, it's definitely not for young children, you know what I mean? But I definitely think that, like, a young kid living that street life, that's caught up in that street life, you know, and is getting into trouble probably, you know, I think it's a good book for them to read, you know, because they could learn a lot from it, just from the lifestyle that we lived growing up, and all the lessons that I learned in life, you know, living that type of life. You know, you could just, it'll help influence a kid to be like, you know what, you know, Mobb Deep was doing this, that, and the third, Prodigy was doing that. I could change my life too without having to change who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people get that confused. They think that you got to be somebody different, you know, to change your life, and that's not true. You know, you could actually, you know, change the direction you want to go in with your life without, you know, changing the person that you are inside. You know what I mean? So that's what that is, and I think, you know, you can get that out of the book, and I also think that you can learn a lot about like relationships you know, dealing with either with your spouse or dealing with like a business partner type of relationship. Like, you know, you see all the struggles that me and Have go through, you know, as far as our relationship, and you know, we don't always agree on things at times, you know, and how we deal with that, you know, and how we able to keep going and maintain this Mobb Deep thing that we do. So, you know, you can learn a lot from that. That's a serious topic, I think, because I see a lot of people with business relationships like that. It don't last, you know what I mean? And people break up. You see groups that break up and certain things happen, and it just doesn't work. So I think people can learn from that. I think people can learn from the relationship side with, like, you know, your spouse, because you know what I go through with my wife and my which was my baby mom's throughout the book. She became my wife at the end. Like, you can see what we went through, you know, and how we stuck together through all the music industry, groupies, and all the, you know, the BS that goes on with that. And, you know, how she was just a strong individual, and how, you know, I was messing up a lot, and it all just came together, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. So, you know, those are the main things about this book, like health, you know, spirituality, you know, relationships, you know, all the street life stuff, the music business. There's a lot of things in there, man, that I'm touching on. So, yeah. I mean, I talk about it in the book how, you know, like my mother, she was in a, you know, a doo-wop group called the Crystals. They had some big records out, like the Do Run Run and all that, and certain records. And then, you know, my father was also in a doo-wop group called the Chanters. And my grandfather, he was a big jazz musician that had a lot of albums. And he's in the Jazz Hall of Fame. Did a lot of band work with Quincy Jones. And you know, my grandmother, she's a famous dance school teacher. She had like a famous dance school in Queens called Bernice Johnson Dance School. And she was up there like top schools with like Alvin Ailey and all that. So she taught, a lot of her students was like big time choreographers that taught, like, did all the videos for Michael Jackson, like Beat It and Thriller and all that, you know. And so, you know, that's what my little Michael Jackson influence came about when I was a little kid. I thought I was Mike, you know, because I was around all that. I was around the people that was really around them, so I thought I was Mike, for real. Right. You know, so I got a lot of, like, my family, they did a lot in the music industry. They did a lot in the entertainment world. Like, one of my great-great-grandfathers, he built Morehouse College. He founded and built Morehouse College. He started that college like in his church. Another one of my great-grandfathers built the first post office in Atlanta, Georgia for black people. You know, before that, you know, the blacks had to go like way miles away for their postal service. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things I explain in the book that, you know, my family history that people don't know, just to show you like my background and where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that influenced me in my life. These are the people that raised me. These are the generations. These are things I was taught growing up. So yeah, that's what that is with my family. When I was locked up, when I was up there, I was alright. You know what I mean? Everything was good. A lot of rumors be going around about certain things. You know what I mean? Like so I be hearing rumors that Prodigy got killed. Prodigy, somebody broke his jaw. Like there'd be all types of rumors. For all the years that we've been in the business, there's been a lot of rumors going around, and I think that was just one of the crazy rumors. You know what I mean? The whole time I was locked up, I was good. Like, I cleared my system, all the weed, smoke, the liquor, you know what I mean? And I wasn't doing that anymore. I started working out. I was eating right. So, I love Pun, man. We used to hang out, like, at his crib in clubs. Like, we used to really, like, chill. Pun was a funny dude, man. He used to do a lot of practical jokes. I definitely miss Pun. He was one of those dudes that would have lasted a long time in the game. And he would have had a lot of success, even more than what he did. That was like our single for the Hell on Earth album. That was on Pac, right? Yeah, that song we made, that was a song going at Pac. And we actually pulled it off the radio out of respect that he died, you know what I mean? For his family, out of respect for his family and everybody. Nah, just that one song. That one song? Yeah, it was just that one song. I think he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I think he was repping for his team. It's like we was repping for our team, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is, you know what I mean?
Like
Yeah.
that based on like that LA and then the New York that had a lot to do with it too? Or?
Nah, that's what it was all about.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was all about. And a little bit of the Lil Biggie situation happened with him at the same time as all of that too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know that's how the Biggie part comes in. You know, because he thought that Biggie set him up, but it didn't happen like that. And then at the same time, we was going at it with Snoop. You know, so he decided to jump in because Death Row was his new label, and he did what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to rep for his team, just like we did. I mean, we like to work with whoever hot. You know what I mean? If they hot and we feel they got something, you know what I mean? Then we'll work with them.
Pain inflicted again and again. What do they call me? My name is Strong.